It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Kyle Duggar.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bbit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Check. Lucky. Check 43. Wide. Gun. Check 42's the mark. Tackles.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Michel going to try again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Darnell Savage on
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
And that's complete to Adams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 8.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Michelle. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
First down here as he's up to the 15. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey! Mike 42. Hey! Come on,
Newton on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
42 is the mark, boys. 42. 42 is the mark. Ricky. Express. Me. Mike 42. Get it.
Out of the gun, Newton.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20 and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't you practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Newton. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver, was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
To throw again, Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-8.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He hits White. Complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, Michelle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
I'm coming after you. Jim. Check three. Gun. 19 Tiger. Go 58 to the mic.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But it'll be second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown, Patriots.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go. A
play fake to Michel. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
20.
From the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll check this one down to Michel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Drop deep. 20.
From the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball kick.
Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Game at 14. Mason.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Preston Smith.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Off play action. Newton looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Bo Allen on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
It leads to
now that'll bring up 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Packers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. John Simon in on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And it's Michel once again. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now it's Newton. This is Johnson. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Michelle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Michelle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch the whip. Check.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check. Crunch. Check nickel. Check 13. Check 13. 70 Lion. Gun. 42. Watch the pass.
From the 44, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Newton. That's complete to White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
He's checking. Crash.
Now Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Justin Rohrwasser in a pressure spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Check, 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 check. Check, right 46. Check, right 46. Let's go, please. Number 50, man, you got over here. 46. It's been a long day for you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Newton on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
58 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
Tonight's final score.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other.